Good morning and welcome back to the Table Scraps podcast.
On today's podcast, we're talking about some events that we've been doing, our latest projects, and just kind of catching you up to speed with what Scrapyard's been up to.
There's a whole lot to get through, so enjoy.
This coffee is not kicking in yet.
Yeah, that doesn't really happen immediately, so.
All right, welcome back. This is the Table Scraps podcast, and we have a lot of catching up to do. We haven't been able to do many of these podcasts because we've pretty much been swamped all summer with client work and different projects, but we're looking to ramp back up. We're going to try to get back on a consistent schedule with these podcasts and our Founder Story projects, which also kind of took a hit through July and August. We are looking to bring them back, though. I mean, it's not like they went anywhere. We have one film that's kind of sitting in the hopper. Christian's going to be working on that, right?
Yeah, we're going to hand that to Christian. We still think about it all the time. I know we threw it out there as this thing we were going to do monthly. It was ambitious, definitely, and we knew that.
Usual.
Yeah, when we said it, we knew it was going to be hard to do. Client work has to come first. That's how we maintain business. That's how we continue running. So we're going to get back to him, though. And I think, I'll say something ambitious again, I think that we probably could hit 12 in the year.
Ooh.
Once the year chills out, come...
Double up.
Yeah, September,
Okay.
October, like maybe all of us take one and we just start kind of churning them out. But I think that our goal should still be 12 on the year. And if we can make good on that, then you guys have to forgive us for taking a few months off.
We actually had a nomination come in yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I had a phone call with J.J. Zimmerman's dad. He connected with me at a run at one point like 5 years ago. And he's like, man, you guys have just come so far from then. And he had a local watchmaker that was a friend that is, that's a pretty unique thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Shinola doesn't have anything on these watches.
He makes his own watches?
Yeah.
Do you know what the brand is called?
No, I don't remember.
Insert brand here.
Yeah. I mean, we have a good amount sitting in there that we can pick from. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that.
Yeah, I think
It's a great project.
The only thing preventing us from getting it done is the time.
Yeah.
We definitely have the nominees, so we're going to do it. We're going to try to do it.
We're going to do it.
Again, yeah. We'll see what happens.
So we've had a few videos published recently. I want to go back to, what was it, maybe a week ago? It feels like a month ago, but Platinum Powerboats. We published that, and that was kind of your baby from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We got some great feedback from the clients themselves on what the video is doing for them in their business. And I think that we get lost in the creativity and, how everything looks and sounds and everything. And we sometimes forget that there are business cases that go along with these things. And there's an agenda that they need to meet for hiring us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a great example of a project that had a lot of creativity. It was a long project, and then right when it published, it accomplished what we set out to do.
I mean, I imagine the last time we did one of these, I was talking about it because it's been going on for probably, it's over a year that we were shooting for it. Finally got it published. I think what you said is true. You're making this thing for so long, and you've looked at every single nuance that is included in it over and over again, and you've made different changes, and then Scott and Edwin had feedback and we made changes, so the process can get dragged out a little bit. But then from the moment it published until 3 days later, when I talked to Scott afterward, they had already gotten 3 phone calls of people that they're like right on the edge of buying a build slot. They've gotten a bunch of positive feedback about the video, that it's professional, that it's well done. So you can get lost in all of the details, especially when a project kind of drags out. But, you forget, like you said, that when it does publish, there's going to be eyes on it immediately. And it's probably going to accomplish, due to all of our pre-production, what we set out to do in the first place, which is what happened.
Did you ever lose sight of those goals when you were going through the project?
Yeah, I think, like I said, with pre-production, you outline all of those goals in your script. So you kind of just have to stay true to that, which we did. And as I continued to edit it, that backbone was always the same. But you lose sight of it when you've reviewed the same clip 20 times and you start changing the color grading on it, or you start changing the sound effects, like you lose sight of the big picture, and then you get kind of lost in all of those meticulous details. But because of that script being the same throughout, even with the changes that we made, they were subtle. We had to cut a couple things out, no big deal. The foundation of the story remained the same, and that was written in an effort to accomplish their business goals.
Yeah. Well, I love getting the feedback when they're saying, hey, we're selling boats because of your video. Like, I don't think it gets any better than that.
Yeah, and that they want to do work in the future too, as they continue to build their brand. Scott said, I hope we can do this again. So, yeah, doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. So that's one of the long-form videos that was more of a documentary style video. We followed them for over a year to accomplish that. And then on the other side of things, you've got these event videos that we've been just going crazy with, where we're just filming for one weekend and you got to get everything captured in one weekend. It's so different than, okay, we have a year to accomplish this thing. And I've really been enjoying the events. It's kind of nice knowing that you don't have any more opportunities to film. So it's like a hard stop on the production. And the pre-production is super important because you can't go back and get things. But we've just been going crazy with these events. I mean, Christian's at one right now.
Yeah. Scripting pre-production is important, but then there's also an aspect of it that you can't even plan. Like, you're going to walk into it and things are going to flip upside down the moment you get there.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Sometimes, yes, though.
Yeah.
But I do like to see that the more and more of these videos that we do, the more comfortable we become with that idea, where, like, it doesn't matter if it happens or not. This is the video.
Yeah.
So now you have to recreate the story, or you have to find a different angle or whatever it is. But yeah, I've enjoyed watching you edit them. And you started doing event videos with Boyne, I imagine, is probably the first one. And that was 5 years ago.
2021, I think.
So year over year, we get more and more of these, and they become more fine-tuned, and we feel more confident going into them.
Yeah.
We have kind of like a structure in place of how they are edited together. And you can just see that we're getting better through the fact that we're at more events now. And if you remember, we put that on, I think it was one of our targets for maybe last year or the year before even, where it was we become the premier media company for event coverage and performance boating. And I think we've accomplished that.
And like you were saying with the pre-production, I got two examples that I want to kind of show the difference of. Boyne Thunder and the Saginaw Bay Powerboat Run. Boyne Thunder, this is our 5th year doing it. The Saginaw Bay Run, this was the first year. I went into Boyne with, a full-on production plan. It went perfectly. It was smooth. There was no crack Brad, as you guys like to call me, when I'm just sitting there editing late every night to try to get the dinner video out. Crack
Brad is the end result of the entire event. Once the video has been shown to the public, then it's Crack Brad.
We've released.
Insert Crack Brad here.
Yeah, Boyne was super smooth. And then we go to Caseville. I did the same production. Caseville is the Saginaw. I kind of use them interchangeably. Caseville's the town. But we go to Caseville, and I have the same kind of pre-production laid out. They also wanted a dinner video, which is cool. I like that we're promoting the day of edits. So I had built out the project a little bit to prepare for that. We get there. I'm looking around. I'm kind of feeling it out. I'm the stuff that I prepared for this is way off base. I had hype music, kind of like a Boyne type feel. And I got there, and it was so chill. Everybody was just very casual about it. Even the boats reflected that. And the night before we did the dinner video, I pretty much threw all my pre-production away. I stayed up till midnight that night, finding new music for the dinner video. It just wouldn't have worked based on a tent with picnic tables in it and everybody just kind of having a jolly old time. It was not the production that Boyne Thunder was.
For the audience's reference, midnight is super late for Brad.
Oh, yeah. We're talking 9, maybe 10 o'clock on a, if I'm getting a little...
Yeah, so maybe for the general person, it'd be more 2, 3 a.m. Midnight for him is late.
But it was worth it because I think the audience responded at that dinner video in Caseville the way that I wanted them to. And, you know, it wasn't like everybody's getting super excited and everything, but they enjoyed it. And I think they got what they expected to reflect the event. And I would like to do more day of edits. I don't know how you feel about that. You haven't done one, at least in like a live setting.
Yeah.
But it's doable. And the response from the people at these events is like, we got to have that every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm loving doing them. The stress is down because we have a great process for it. And, you know, who knows? It might just get incorporated into all these other events that we're doing.
I think that the payoff of doing it far outweighs whether or not I would be hesitant personally to do it. But that's most everything that we've done so far, that I've done so far. I'm never super comfortable doing it. I'm usually taking a step outside of that. So I'm down to do it. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you've done so many at this point. There's so much knowledge there that it doesn't seem as intimidating as it would have if you told me like 3 years ago after watching the Boyne video, hey, you're going to do that next year.
Yeah.
I feel much more prepared to take something like that on.
Nice. And I wanted you to do the Caseville one, but we had 2 events in the same weekend. So Tell me about that other one.
Yeah, so the other one was Rocky Top Power Run. That one we had booked for a long time. So the intent was that I was going to go, and then it's like, shit, that's the same weekend.
Yeah.
So, no, we split up. It was fine. Christian and I did that event last year, the 2 of us anyway, so we kind of just ran that back. It was a great event, great lake. I would say that the progress that was made between last year and this year's event is definitely noticeable, and hopefully you'll see that in the video as well. There were more boats. The home marina was just a little bit more prepared, I think, to host everybody. I noticed that, like, instead of the street party, the dock party happened, and that went later. Like, there were more people there participating, having fun. I think that we'll see that event continue to grow. But, I'm excited to get that video edited. And then, you know, it's another one of 3 or 4 videos that we have going out now within, like, a month period, which goes to show you how busy the past month or 2 has been. When you start seeing like the longer form videos like that spill out, that's all on top of everything that we do on a day-to-day basis, which is quite a bit.
All within the last month, we've done Boyne Thunder, Saginaw Bay, Rocky Top, and a jet ski run. And now Christian's at Rock the River. Mm-hmm. We did 3 Fort Myers offshore events at the beginning of the year. We did the Michigan Parkinson's Fun Run here on Lake St. Clair. And we're hoping to do some more Fort Myers offshore runs this fall. We're talking to Stu Jones about working with him on his Miami to Key West run, producing something for that. I mean, any event, really, we've got it dialed. It's really cool to see like a product like that come from us saying, hey, we really want to lean into events. Mm-hmm. And then we start to get more events booked, and they want to hire us back for next year. So it's like, whatever we're doing, it's working. It's bringing more people to these events. We're enjoying the events more because we're a little bit more comfortable with the work. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's just really great.
Yeah. I don't ever feel when we go to these things that we are overburdened. Like, we're not stressing ourselves out with how much we're shooting because of our experience in editing these videos now. We have a much better understanding of what it is that we actually need to accomplish, you know, X length, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. I mean, speaking personally, I used to shoot so much more compared to what I shoot now. I'm much more refined with what I'm doing, and that in turn makes the edit even easier. Yep. So I would say that if any event wants us to help them cover it, it doesn't even have to be performance boating at this point.
No, I'd love to get into some other stuff.
I think we're down, you know. I think we can handle it, and we'd be open to doing it.
So kind of switching gears to something that's new that Scrapyard is involved in is a new podcast. And this is called Built from Broken. And it's with one of our clients. And myself and Mike, the client, are on the podcast. We're going to have some guests and whatnot. But I'm really excited about this because it's so different than anything that we've done. And it's something that I've wanted to get into for a few years with Katie, but she's busy having babies. So, you know, got to take it where it is. But Mike had a very rough go through his, 20s, you could say. And now he's opening up and talking about that. And he's talking about what it did to him and how he got where he is, because now he has a few successful businesses and is able to afford to pay for a podcast that is just being made to help people, which is so incredible. But I'm really pumped about it because it's strictly for helping people. And I would love to get into more of that type of work. Like our Founder Story project is free, and we're kind of doing that. It's helping a business. This has no cap. This could help as many people as we can reach. And we're just getting better at making these podcasts. So I'm really looking forward to it. We shot one. I think we're going to start publishing the long forms in September, and then we'll be doing 2 a month. So one with just me and Mike, and then the other one with a guest.
Finally, the Roadcaster gets some additional use. The investment becomes worth it, all of this podcast stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we had talked about offering a podcast for a while, and we're fully capable of doing it. It's just a very specific thing that somebody needs to want to invest in.
I think it needs to be local too.
Yeah.
I don't think us traveling somewhere to set up for a podcast really makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, if they had their own gear and they recorded it and sent us the footage, we would definitely be able to produce it from an editing standpoint. But I mean, this is Mike coming in and sitting down and having no idea what's going on. We're handling all the pre-production and post-production. So it's a little bit different. And I think you need to have in-person local for that.
Yeah.
And we don't really live in like a media hotbed by any means. So it's pretty cool that
What are you talking about, dude? Ira Township?
Yeah.
It's just us.
Did you know that Michigan is the lowest paid state for videography in general?
Yeah, you told me that. Doesn't reflect.
Did you know that?
Doesn't reflect my pay, though.
No, it doesn't.
No, I'm above average, luckily. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And there's so much to shoot.
There is, but I don't know. We don't prioritize it around here. I mean, how many businesses in our area look like they're in the 90s when you go to their website or their social media or whatever? It's just embarrassing.
It's kind of funny because I remember you saying like how different it would be if we were in Toronto or if we were in California or whatever, where you had these like groups of video producers or influencers or creators or whatever that you watch on YouTube actively. But there is something to say about not being near any of that, and that there was a ton of business potential. So we probably took longer to learn things because we had to do it ourselves, or we had to look it up online. There wasn't a whole lot of collaboration that we could do. Some within the industry, but you know, when we would go places, not here. But through all of that learning, now we're getting to that point where, you know, we've got a sales process in place, and we're comfortable taking any lead and jumping into any industry. So maybe it was the slower path to get there, but
Hey, you know, I like doing all this slowly.
yeah, taking our time, and I enjoy it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think now that we have the ability to bring people onto our productions because they're so large, we're learning from them in those environments. So, you know, I like what Ian did with his FPV shoot on the Mercury Racing shoot. Like, let's bring him in, and then when we're with him for 3 days, like, we can pick his brain on stuff and that's how we've really been learning a lot lately.
Yeah, I mean, think about Boyne when Ledden was there, and we were just like, probably shouldn't have been changing all of our camera settings the day before the shoot, but you know, we all got into it and nerded out. And then I went to shoot in the helicopter, and my record button wouldn't work, and it took me probably 5 minutes to figure it out while we're flying in the helicopter. Don't worry, it didn't ruin anything. It was all redundant, so we're fine. But it was a fun conversation to sit there, you know, for a couple hours and just kind of get into like the real nitty gritty of stuff. We're so busy all the time that it's hard to set time aside to dive into that type of thing. So.
It really is, especially in the summer. And that's when you can put stuff into practice.
Yeah.
Like come winter time, we might really get our camera dialed in and then wait a couple weeks before we're actually using it. That might not be the case this winter, though. I don't really see things slowing down.
No, maybe a little bit, not to a dead stop, but we'll have at least a couple of months, I hope, where it's not we're going back and forth to.
Well, I'm about to
different
have
events.
another kid, so I'm not going anywhere.
What's your paternity leave look like this year?
I think last time I did 2 weeks of just zero contact with work. And then the third week, it was like I was checking in and seeing how things were going. And by the fourth week, I was fully back.
Okay.
But I mean, we're blessed to be able to have Katie full time taking care of the kids. So that makes it possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they're right above us. So like, I don't have to go far to go see them.
Literally, Mia's bedroom is directly above my office. But luckily, she only mostly sleeps in there. So
Yeah.
no
yeah.
harm.
Yeah, we're on our way out of this phase of Scrapyard, but it's been enjoyable to just be able to go upstairs and see them and have lunch and
I mean,
work
even
out right there.
Even it not being my house or my family, like I still enjoy that aspect of it. Am I looking forward to the new office? Yes, but also like these are like the types of stories that you hear about when you talk about the roots of a company and where it started. And I
like
think about
right next to the furnace.
Yeah, which did you turn that off? Is that why that
Yeah,
hasn't
it's
kicked
off.
on?
Yeah, that's why it's getting so hot in here.
Yeah, but like where we first started in that office with the three of us, and then moving down here into your basement, it's just like to me it resembles the story of like, and maybe not on the same scale, but what's his face from Apple starting in his garage? Steve Jobs, yeah, that's his name, Steve Jobs.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's just you just start where you start, the humble beginnings.
I was thinking more like Wayne Sheldon brand, keeping it local.
Yeah, that's
starting
fair.
in the 20 by 20.
Yeah, I guess yeah, fair enough. But it's just kind of cool to see it happen before us, as we start to move out of here and stuff like that. Like we'll think back about this and I'll still miss it.
Yeah.
Even if Mia's crying sometimes or Katie's having a full on conversation with her, like it's all good. I like to soak that stuff in. So,
yeah. So what do we got coming up here? Shootouts next week. Me and Christian will be down there. What's next up for you?
Next up for me, I actually don't have any travel on my schedule right now.
So just editing.
Lots of editing.
Yeah.
I got to edit the Rocky Top video. I have to continue editing and posting for our social media clients. And then like with AOA, for example, there'll probably be travel at least once a month down to Miami just to create more content. But that's usually like a 2-3 day trip in the middle of the week. So,
and that's looking a lot nicer now as the weather turns to get down to Florida.
Dude,
it's been hot, right?
So hot, so humid.
Yeah.
Like I had a shoot. I took a shower in the morning. I walked outside for the shoot. I shot for 30 minutes, and then I went back and took another shower before I left for the airport because my entire body was just wet. It was just drenched. You can't. There's no way to avoid it.
Yeah.
But I do look at those guys, and they're they might have like a single bead on their forehead, but I'm like, you're just used to it. Going back and forth between our climate and their climate can be rough sometimes.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't been getting sick from doing that.
No, not sick.
No one's really been sick.
Sick of it.
Yeah,
not sick. I'm not sick of you guys. I really do enjoy going down and shooting with
You're
those
talking
guys.
about the heat.
I'm sick of the heat.
Yeah,
but AOA as a client, I do have a lot of fun going and shooting with those guys.
Yeah, they're great.
Being on the service side of things, we do some boat sale stuff too, but the service side of things is really cool because that fascinates me more. So I like to ask questions about it, and then maybe those questions get answered in a video, and then it becomes more like educational.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've enjoyed that.
How's everything been going with Sensation?
Good. Yeah. I mean, your first client ever, and still one of, if not the best client we have. Just being local, the amount of control that they give us over the account, and like the amount of faith that they have in us. The collaboration right now between us and leadership is really good. So I think the content reflects that. We get a little bit of our style in there mixed with a little bit of what they're looking for. And then on top of that, we're starting to do some longer projects for Sensation as well with the Onboarder CCX thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're hinting at Founder Story for next year, and that would be a big one. That's something that I've wanted to do since like day one of working with them. And now we've been capturing content for 7 years, and I have so much to work with, which could be a problem. It could be. But I'm looking forward to getting into those interviews with all those guys like Wayne and John and Joe and just kind of chopping it up about the old days. And I know Sensation Nation is going to love that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that I've wanted to do for so long. But I wanted to do it with the right budget in place so that we could do it to the best of our ability. And I mean, we'll see how it shakes out, but next year, hopefully we're able to do that. Oh, Katie forgot to turn it off.
What do you want to do?
What do you guys want us to do? Should we leave this thing going?
As we mentioned, we are in Brad's basement, so these are the things we deal with sometimes.
So I was thinking that our last podcast would be the last one down here because we were supposed to move into our new office on August 1st. Well, that got pushed back to December 1st, which then got pushed back to January 1st, which will probably get pushed back to like April 1st. And then they'll be like, April 1st, we gave it to somebody else.
Just kidding. They were painting it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to disclose our new location yet, but we're very excited for it when it does happen.
They were painting it. That's the clue that you get.
Some people know.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Anyway, you wanted to touch on a couple things about Christian's clients.
Yeah, just to give a little update there. So Christian is fully managing 3 of our social media clients right now. He's got Chantel Hines, the local realtor that we work with, Myco Trailers, and Total Tan. So Total Tan is kind of evolving right now into something new, which Brad mentioned earlier, but Christian's been holding down the fort with all 3 of those clients, really. We have monthly meetings with them. They are all great clients, if I'm being honest. Like some of the best. I know I said Sensation is, if not the best, close to it. They kind of hold that same space for us. They're just really easy to work with, really supportive of our ideas, and just overall couldn't be happier with the way things are going right now. So shout out Christian.
It's kind of started from hiring you guys, like you and Christian, on why you were hired. That's how we're getting our retainer clients. It's like we are only going to work on a regular basis with people that respect us and do good work and are good people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fortunately, we have enough influx of leads and everything that we get to pick. I don't know if that'll always be the case, but right now it feels really good to like just not work with assholes.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah. I think everyone that we're working with currently is like a great person.
Yeah.
So I'm loving it.
Yeah. And there's no real, I can't think of any example of where I'm not looking forward to going and shooting with any of our retainer clients.
I'm so pumped for next week. Like, I'm going to go immerse myself in the DWR world with Justin Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, great guy, always helps me out with business advice. Like, I respect the hell out of him. And now I'm just going to go for 5 days, sleep in his house, like just be with them the whole time and just film. And I don't get a lot of opportunities like that where I'm gone for that length of time because we have the family.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to not do that. But this was a case where we're going to make a 15 to 20 minute doc on their business and where it's going and everything. And we're going to be able to shoot that entire thing in 5 days. Like where you look at the Platinum one, similar concept in the project, but we had to do so many different shoots all throughout. And that's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. But this is a case where I think I'm going to be able to knock out the whole thing in 1 week.
Yeah.
So I'm just pumped about it.
Yeah. And then Christian is also heading down to Shootout as well. He's doing some coverage with Angle of Attack. I know they're bringing some boats down. They've got some street frontage at the street party. So first year for them doing this, but with Michael Hall on their team, obviously he knows what's what down there. So excited to see how that goes for them, and excited for Christian to go and hang out with those guys. It'll be the first time that he does a shoot with them. So I think it'll be good though. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to their demos. Like they have the 3 slips there with 3 different boats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll cut this if we can't say this, but they are now a full-on Nortec dealer. So that's awesome for them and for Michael to be able to like sink his teeth into something and sell it. It's kind of been like up in the air with them on what kind of boats that they were going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they just inked that, or maybe I have to cut all this.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Nice.
I'll ask Christian before this goes
Yeah,
live.
right.
But
Christian Marquez.
yeah, not our Christian.
Yeah.
Although he might want to announce it a little differently than on the Table Scraps podcast. kind of up to him.
We'll
so,
see.
Yeah, I'll ask him. But yeah, no, it's gonna be sweet. They're bringing down a 34-foot Nortec.
Yeah, center console.
Yeah, 34-foot Nortec center console, and then they're bringing down that Roadster, 4000.
And the Mystic, right?
Yeah.
The big one.
Yeah.
Center console.
Yeah, the 23 million view Mystic.
Ooh, our new leader in the clubhouse.
Yeah, I think that's what
Congrats,
it was at.
Bob.
Thank you. Still getting likes and comments and stuff like that. It's crazy, like when something gets that big, it just stays out there. It just continues to circulate.
And just for context, Bobby made a reel on a boat that we were told we need to get as much exposure on this boat as possible, and it got 23 million views.
So, mission accomplished.
Nice.
Is the boat sold yet?
Don't know.
Maybe.
Is it?
No.
That's why it's going to shootout.
Yeah.
But it's just a straight AOA billboard boat. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's great to have there.
Yeah, and you think about the people that saw that video, a lot of them will be at the shootout. So it'll be cool for them to see it in person too.
Yep. I heard, all 23 million are going to the shootout.
That's what it feels like every time I'm at that street party.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. That thing's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys will have fun down there.
Yeah.
I'll be in Hocking Hills, Ohio.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know where your family vacation was.
Yep.
Nice.
Go spend some time in the woods where the temperature will probably be
Hot?
65 to
You
75.
think? I don't know.
Yeah. It'll be better than whatever's going on down there.
Kyle Miller loves Hocking Hills.
Does he?
Just a little fact there.
Okay. I'll reach out to him about it.
Yeah. Well, something else I wanted to talk about was our use of AI. And I don't want to get too in the weeds because we could probably dedicate a whole podcast to this. But just something that I wanted to throw out there is that with the time that I'm getting back, because Bobby and Christian are working so much in the day-to-day business, handling the accounts and everything, I've been able to focus a lot of time on AI and implementing systems in Scrapyard to just help us be more efficient and whatnot, with my ultimate goal of being able to provide these to our clients. I had a good call with a couple of them the other day, just kind of understanding what the needs are for these small businesses, what AI could do for them. We were in a position similar to them a couple months ago where nobody has time to like figure this stuff out. And it's like relearning how to make videos again. And my passion is definitely there for this AI stuff. So I'm going to just keep leaning into that and getting better at it, and hopefully helping our clients first before potentially rolling out some new products to, whoever wants them. But there's so much potential with what we have right now. It's like the internet just happened. It's like that's how I feel about AI right now. It's crazy. And you've come around to it a little bit.
Yeah. I spent some time in it. Not nearly as much as you, though. Like, I tried to dip my toes into it a little bit.
Yeah.
But to your point, trying to do that with like social media stuff, it's just tough. Like, in order for you to be efficient at it, you have to spend good chunks of time in there.
Oh, yeah.
I just listen to Brad talking to Claude through the wall every day.
Just in the morning.
They seem to get along pretty well. I was going to suggest that maybe we ask Claude to join the conversation and give us like a quick synopsis of
what we've
how you've been.
doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give us a 30-second explanation of what we've been doing. Does it have you can give it a voice,
I've never
right?
used Dictate with it. No.
Should we try it?
No.
Come on, I'll take a mic over there.
No, I'm not doing it. I don't want it to tell what I'm working on. I got some secrets brewing.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that then.
But we are using it for like project management and like efficiency tracking and stuff like that. It's all kind of in beta, you could say. We're using it, but tweaking it constantly. It's not something that I would feel comfortable rolling out to a client by any means. But we're getting there. I've got like the first couple hours of every day that I'm setting aside to work on that before getting into like editing or shooting or whatever it is. So slowly chipping away.
Yeah,
and I'm enjoying it.
It's a real part of the job now, and it's paying dividends, which is important because at first it's like what kind of money are we spending on the time to put into this type of thing? But then once we start to see a positive effect on the back end, then it's like, okay, it's worth it. It just takes a little time.
Yeah, and there's just so many possibilities with it right now. So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to having some more updates there. Like I said, we could probably do a whole podcast on just AI. If you guys want me to do that, let me know, and we'll get Bobby out of here, and I'll just talk to you.
No, you'll talk to Claude.
Yeah. I think as we get into fall, we'll become more consistent with this, and like we said at the beginning, we'll get back into our founder story projects. But yeah, looking forward to getting back on the mic and doing this more often. It's always fun.
Surprisingly comfortable right now for how long it's been since we've shot one.
Yeah.
Let's do another one next week.
Okay.
We can't. You'll be in Lotto.
I'll be back Friday afternoon.
I'll be in Hocking Hills.
Let's go.
All right, we'll do one next month, and that's a guarantee.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll catch you guys then.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Have a good one.